Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Wyatt. How good does it feel to be back, man, and have all you guys as close as you've been to healthy in about a month?
It feels good. It's been a process the past 4 weeks, and you know, I wanted to make it back, but I don't want the same injury to be nagging all year. So you definitely want to take advantage of the bye week, take advantage of the couple weeks that I had off, and come back with a vengeance to get this game back on track.
Beyond the physical part of it, is it good to I know you don't want to ever not be out there, but can it help to kind of look at things and evaluate yourself and think about other things you can do going forward?
No doubt. I wish it was shorter. I wish it was only a week, right? But given the 4 weeks, there's a lot of self-assessment, especially this past week with the bye, especially for everyone. But for me, the 2 weeks that I had off, I didn't know if I was coming back that second week or that third week or that fourth week. So I was like, I really got to, focus on how I can do better, what I can improve on, which, was also, which is always always the line, I'm always trying to get better. I'm always trying to improve and, perfect the things that aren't perfect. So, which is a lot. So, with that mindset, with coach and everything like that, it's, it was kind of weird being away from everybody. And even, with COVID and, already a weird season being even further away. And, it kind of sucked, but I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be with the guys.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tom. Right now, you're up.
Yeah, Wyatt. Did you just? I was just curious. Did you just get kicked in the leg, or was it kind of a weird thing, or what happened?
No. So what it was DeForest. He was pass. It was a pass play, and I snatched him down, and as he long guy, when he fell, kind of fell between my legs, and obviously I'm not going to sit on DeForest Buckner. I'm going to get off him as fast as possible. So I tried to get off of him, and as I was popping my foot up to get to kind of get off and back, it just popped, and it was just one of those things. It was like getting stabbed in the leg. You're like, whoa, what the heck is that? I played 3 more plays on top of it, and then I think we got the first down. I look over at JC, and I was like, JC, I don't know, man. He goes, sit down. I said, yes, sir. So I sat down, and Joe came and saw me, and I ended up doing like maybe 2 more field goals after that, but or point after touchdowns. I can't remember, but I was done after that first half.
But when you hear something like that, are you almost worried? Oh my God, this could be the season.
No, you pray not. I mean, that's where your mind goes. But there's 2 ways you can handle a situation. You can handle it half glass full or half glass half empty. And I looked at it as a full. I was like, I have so much to improve on. I have so much to work on. I can now sit behind the TV or sit behind the computer and really study and really focus on all those little things. While I can't physically do it, I can mentally go through the gymnastics of the game. So there's a lot of learning that even without the physical part of it, you still take on. So I still had to, there's still a lot of work to be done.
So how long were you down when you couldn't do anything?
I could not too long. So again, it was only a grade 2 calf strain, which means the ligament came off the bone a little bit, but not fully, which is good. So I was moving around. I was in a boot and moving with the boot. I still feel like I'm walking with like a walk or like a pimp walk or something. I don't know, but it's kind of funny. That boot. It's 5 pounds, so it's like walking around with the heavy old boot on. So I'm trying to get back to normal and run fast and hit hard.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marla. Jeff Shadell will have our next question.
So yeah, why? When you were first hurt, they told us you were probable to return.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think you were going to be back in, or have you ever experienced anything like this in your, going back to high school or whatever?
No, so I've never missed a play due to an injury. This is the first time that I've ever missed a single play, let alone a whole game. And God is good. He's provided for me for this long. It's a numbers game, right? I'm still blessed. It could have been much, much worse. I'm back out there. When I think why coach said that was because we hadn't had the MRI by then. I think the media, no offense, hey, when's Wyatt getting back? How's Wyatt? There's no perfect answer. So I think that coach was like, hey, we don't know yet. We hope that it's week by week. And it turned out to be a little bit longer than I wish it was.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Wyatt, was there a frustration level to the injury? given how well you played in those first 4 games?
Again, I guess like when it first happened, you're kind of like, dang, I was playing hard, I was playing well. But I mean, I knew it wasn't life altering. I know that, it felt like a stab in the back of the leg. I knew that it wasn't normal, but I knew it wasn't my knee, and I knew it wasn't my hip, and I knew it wasn't my foot. So God is good. I viewed that as a positive almost. As I was getting the shoe and I could still walk. I could barely jog out there, but I still jogged out for field goal and did that. So I could still do a little bit. So there was still hope. But then hearing that as grade 2 strain, 2 to 4 weeks, you're like, okay, 2 weeks, right? That's what you focus on. 2 weeks. And then you realize, okay, maybe this takes a little bit longer than 2 weeks to get right. So, but it's a process, and honestly, embracing it is the best part. And, learning your body throughout it. Like I said, this is the first injury, so it's all new to me. You got to kind of learn your stuff.
Well, and with you and Nick coming back at the same time, do you feel like the run game can go back to where it was, right, top in the league before these last few weeks without you guys?
Yeah, I really hope so. I think that that's a culmination, of Hoop, Nick, me. It's a whole thing. I think that I wouldn't put it on anybody, maybe Nick. I mean, Nick's damn near superhuman. So, but no, he's a good player. I'm excited to come back with him. I'm thankful. We were joking around when we were in the rehab. He was like, "Hey, make sure you know where I always am. Okay, make sure you know where I always am." I said, "No problem. I know where you are from now on out." So, but he was. We've been getting along, and we've been enjoying a little bit of downtime, even though I know we both wish we were out there.
When you say know where I am, because you're backed into him when he got hurt, is that what you?
No, not that. More of I guess that too. Shoot, I don't know, but no, it seems like last year the somersault block into the knockdown that the guy ended up getting up and running down Nick, and Nick somehow the only fumble he had in 4 years. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a weird thing. This year versus the Ravens, I pull and knock out my guy. He falls to the ground, and as he's going down, his hand hits the ball out. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, know where I am, Wyatt. You got it, Nick. I got you, buddy.
All right, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Scott. We'll take 2 more, Marla and then Tony. Marla, right now, your line's open.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not up to you to whether you're going to play Sunday, but do you feel pretty optimistic?
Yes. I mean, I do. I don't want to give 100% either way. It's a process, right? But I pray that, I can get back. I can start working through, even if there is, again, I didn't have to relearn to walk. So there's still learning or getting back to the speed of the game and all this different stuff. But, I think that a big part of it is really getting back into it, and that, starts this week, and, got to practice a little bit more and steadily practice more. So I pray, right? But we don't know. That's coach's decision.
And just since you've never been hurt, I mean, did you have any sort of, your pride was burst by, missing a game kind of, you know what I mean?
No, not exactly. It is a pride thing, right? Like, I think that, just seeing JC, right? Like all the problems or bangs and bruises and injuries that he goes through. It just depends on which one it was, right? Like, there's some you can play through, there's some can't, Joe Thomas, Iron Man, absolutely stud, played 10 years straight, every snap, tore his bicep. You can't play through that, So it's like, if that happened year 5, who knows if that snap streak would have been a thing. So all I'm saying is you pray that your injury is not serious and you can move on. And if it is serious, you hope it's at the end of the year and you don't miss a snap.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you, Marla. Final question goes to Tony Grossi.
All right, Wyatt, I know the goal is to win the game first, but do you guys up front have the goal of getting this team back to number 1 in rushing? Is that talked about at all? Is it a little motivator at all?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's coach's goal, right? Like that's our offensive line goal. That's we have an identity, and we want to be, guys who are tough, guys who run the ball, guys who aren't afraid. It doesn't matter if we're running or not. That's the mentality a good offensive line has, and that's what we need to have if we want to be or return to be a great offensive line. And I think that happens with, the leaders we have in the room. showing up early to do work and doing all these different things that, you know, build an offensive line room, whether it be the first 5 or the guys who come in after, due to injury or whatever. You know, I think that it comes from a solid group, and I think that we have that. I just, you know, there's a lot of parts to a pretty potent offense that hurt us. And I think that I don't think injuries are most important. I think that we played, you know, a little bit of roller coaster all year, and some of the issues we had early on that we got past hit us, you know, stubbed our toe towards the second half of the first half of the season. So the past 4 games. So I don't view it as, you know, we can't do it, or it's too far, or it's unattainable. I really do believe that with Nick back there, you know, Hoop coming back, and Kareem being, you know, Kareem feeling a little bit better that he's not having to carry the ball every single time. You know, I know that that'll make him feel better, and be happy that Nick's there.
Was it particularly frustrating watching the Raiders beat you at your game, what you just talked about?
Well, yeah, of course it's frustrating, right? You know, there's, you know, like you said, there's a little bit of pride. And when it's our game to run the ball, and, you know, we can't do it, and somehow they're doing it, it's like, what the heck? I mean, you know, why can't we get this done? Why can't we do that? And it's, you know, it's frustrating, but at the same time, you know, who you gonna cry to? It's the NFL, where you got to kind of move on and you know, re-identify yourself each week. And I think that the bye week helped us truly find our identity and get back to what we're good at.